Okay.
I'd like to call to order the March 23rd, 2023 Park and Rec Commission meeting. And we do have a quorum, so we're good to go there. We'd like to do a pledge of allegiance now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We need approval of the February 23rd minutes.
Motion to approve.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, unfinished business. I don't think there's anything, right, Mike?
No.
Okay. New business. Who's taking charge?
I will take the next 7 items. How about that? First one, fireworks in parks. The ordinance we currently have does not allow any fireworks in parks, but the fire code and how they number it and things like that changed here a while back. And so our ordinance in Chapter 20 always referenced the fire ordinance. Well, the fire ordinance changed, so our ordinance is in conflict with that. So the proposed change you have in front of you tonight is basically just changing our Chapter 20 code to the new fire department section 5.213, subsection 4, subsection 1. So our code just aligns with that. And again, there's no change in allowance of anything. We do not allow fireworks in parks. If you want fireworks in parks, you would have to get a permit from the fire department, things like that. So I can tell you, we met with the fire department on this topic, and they are happy with what we are doing at Riverside and up at the high school, and those are the only 2 public fireworks displays in West Bend. They like to keep it that way, safer and things like that. If you read through the fire department ordinance, they talk about certain types, what definitions of fireworks and things like that. So it is a reminder that we don't allow sparklers or anything in the park system. Just a lot of it's just safety. People think sparklers are a lot of fun. They are. When they're done being sparklers, then they become wires on the ground that could hurt people that are participating in recreation programs, things like that, our lawnmowers, baseball, you name it. So we do not allow fireworks in parks for many reasons, and a lot of it's safety, damage to their property, and cleaning up the mess afterwards. So we are just requesting approval for that change for the new fire department code.
Yeah, I go along 100% with the fire department. They're the experts at it, and I think they should run the show on that.
Our problem always is, someone's having a party in Riverside Park, and Uncle Bill says, "Hey, hold my beer," because he's now a firework expert. And, so
I'll move to approve.
Okay.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Special event number 2.
The Baird Shred event, this is an annual event we have in the Kister Island parking lot. RW Baird is the event host. It is scheduled for May 12th of this year. We do not have any fees for this event because it is in the parking lot. We do not have any associated fees for rental of that lot or anything like that. There is a city special event request permit that goes through the clerk's office. So,
Do they charge anything for it?
yes, I believe the permit is $50 for the special event permit. Yep.
Motion to approve.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Al's Hideout Car Show, and this was last year it started, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, last year he kind of surprised it on us. We didn't know it was coming, which was fine. It's a public parking lot across the street from his facility. Things went well last year. We didn't have any issues. Police department didn't have any issues. They would like to do it again this year in the Regner parking lot, May 13th. They are not selling any food or beverage, no sales of anything in the park whatsoever. So again, they're not using any of our facilities. It's a public parking lot. We don't have a rental fee for a public parking lot. So at this point in time, we wouldn't have any fee requests or anything like that, and permits will go through the clerk's office again.
They just have to provide the insurance.
Yep, provide the insurance with their permit, their special event permit. Yep.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next special event, Fiesta Latina.
This again is Casa Guadalupe Education Center. I'm going to jump right to the insurance. For all of these events, they are required to get insurance. So that way it covers them, it covers the city, things like that. So if I do miss that, Mike, I'm glad you brought that up. Insurance is mandatory for each of these events. So Fiesta Latina, again, an annual event to be hosted in Regner Park in the entertainment area, May 20th of this year. City permits for sale of alcohol, food, things like that. Special event permit all go through the clerk's office. For our department, it's general event preparation for park staff. Our associated fees are at the bottom. Those are just our standard rental fees for the building, sound permit, our admin fee, and our park impact fee for a total of $725.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Next one is special event 1840 Beer Garden. Is this a new one, Mike, or was this last year?
We had this last year at Riverside. We had 4 dates last
Okay.
year. 1840, well, they will be moving in this year, and they're going to start their construction soon. I know their building went through plan commission, things like that. So last year they wanted to partner with us. They worked with 4 nonprofits last year, and Jackie Maynard, things like that. So I attended a couple of them. I know the Westons have been there, Dan and Lisa. And it's a nice event because the one thing that's kind of nice, it's on the grass. It's kind of a chill atmosphere. Regner's a great event area, the entertainment area, but for something like this, you bring your bag chair, have a beer, slice a pizza, and just kind of somewhat relax. Just a nice night out in the park. The one change, or I'll say 3 changes, the dates. In your memo, the dates have changed a little bit. We've been going back and forth with 1840. The dates they're requesting now are May 19th, July 28th, and August 25th. So, and we worked with them to work around other events going on in the community. The one night is the same night of German Fest. They were aware of it. Again, we talked them through it. They were still pretty happy to grab that date. So, last year there were no fees associated with their event. This year we will follow our commission policies. Those fees are noted at the bottom. Again, what you have in your memo was a total of $1,440. That was for 4 events. That has changed to 3 events at $1,080. Again, rental fee for the pavilion, sound permit, admin fee, the park impact fee, and that's about it. Insurance is included in the whole process, and then permitting through the clerk's office. So,
Motion to approve. Second.
We got a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion?
Mike,
yes.
did they have any issues with parking down there? I mean, at the
No. I heard nothing but positive about those events last year. Everyone really enjoyed it. They brought in food trucks. Sometimes they had pizza vendors, things like that, on the road parking or the parking lot. We didn't hear any concerns from neighbors across the road. Again, they have music going, but it's a 3-person band going, and it's almost like background music. You know, you're in the park, whoever you're there with, you can socialize with. It's not crazy loud music or anything like that. So, yep.
Okay. Discussions, all in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Special event Regner Rocks Concert Series 2023.
Again, an annual group that we've been working with, the Hometown Foundation, Mike Christian. This year, they have 4 dates that they would like to use for Regner Park: May 25th, June 22nd, July 27th, August 24th. It would be in the Regner entertainment area. They, as always, would be working with the clerk's office for permits for sale of food, alcoholic beverages, special events, and also the insurance. For us, our staff, it's the general event preparation, nothing real out of the ordinary with that, and then the associated fees at the bottom for their 4 dates.
Okay, move to, okay, do you got a second?
Second.
Okay. Is this, okay, remember last year was a little discussion about it, and is it still Thursday nights then, right?
Yep.
And there was not a big deal about
No.
it last year, right?
No, we work with them. We offered whatever available dates for those Thursdays, we get to them.
Yep.
They go through what dates they want. We actually had more dates available than what they chose.
Okay.
So it's not, we're not restricting them or anything, you know. We have our beer garden, Regner Fest, and some of those other events that those Thursdays are just full. So we gave them all our open dates. These are the 4 they grab.
Excellent.
These are the same nights as Music on Main. Honestly, this event is a little different than Music on Main. They both draw a different crowd of people. This event, again, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Riverside. Bring your bag chair, go hang out in Regner Park for a while. It's a good social environment.
Cool.
It seems to be a different kind of music. It's original music, where Music on Main is like cover bands or whatever.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Cool, very good. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Special event Hometown Music Concert, Sunday, July 9th, 2023.
Yes, sir. Again, the same group that does Regner Rocks. This is their annual concert in Regner Park. Permits through the clerk's office, certificate of insurance, general event preparation for our staff, and then the associated fees on the bottom of the memo.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Donations tonight, anything?
Yes, we do. Ryan, you want to start?
All right, I've got the first 2. The first one is from the West Bend Mutual Insurance Company Charitable Fund for $2,500 for their sponsorship of the 2023 Dirty Ninja Mud Run for Kids. So thank you to West Bend Mutual for that. And the second one is from Delta Defense LLC for $1,250, also for the 2023 Dirty Ninja Mud Run for Kids sponsorship. So thank you to Delta Defense for that.
And the final donation to announce is from Christoph E. and Leanne R. Jenkins for $500. The donation is for the All Abilities Playground. Thank you to the Jenkins for their donation.
Okay,
move to approve.
second? Okay. Any discussion? Again, as always, West Bend is a great donating community, so it's outstanding. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, reports. Chairman has nothing tonight. I can't believe it. I usually talk a lot, so. Mike Weston, secretary.
I'll just say again, it's nice when this book comes out. It's got all the activities and everything for summer. Sign up is next week, I think. And there's things in Lac Lorenz, real exciting things. And I wasn't here last month, so I didn't get to, when you guys talked about the Regner Beach opening, and I saw it in the paper. Just want to commend the staff and everybody involved. And Randy Kaler put together that citizens committee, and it was a real team effort getting the Regner Beach going. I mean, the community spoke, the commissioners spoke, and it sounds like it's going to happen. So congratulations, everyone.
Yep. No, thanks, Mike. Ryan's really taking the lead on the lifeguard situation, so kudos to him.
Yep.
Yes, Ryan has done a great job with that. Appreciate that very much.
Nope. And I brag to everybody about it, that we're back in action.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Conservation Supervisor, I don't know if Mike sent out a email from Courtney, if you all read it, if you got any questions. I'm sure Mike would answer
Sure.
something, but that she sent out all her stuff going on. Ryan, you're next. Last week you talked for a long, or last month you talked for a long time.
Yeah, I'll try and keep my points a little brief this month. So for recreation right now, the big thing, spring sports are starting. First week in April with our youth track and field program, and then the following week, our youth baseball, soccer, and then archery are all going to begin. Staff's finalized for that, so I have a training set next Wednesday evening for them, get them all oriented and all of the information that they need to have successful spring programming. Aquatics, the second session of swimming lessons is off and running. We had a really large turnout again for participants. So much so that we unfortunately had to turn a few away. So my brain's already kind of been churning up ideas for how I can kind of adjust the level offerings next year so that we don't have to turn anyone away. But it's a good problem to have. So aquatics, again, off and running. The mud run, so as of 10:50 this morning, we had 700 kids registered for that. So with the changes that we made, our maximum enrollment would be 2,650. So we are just over 26% of the way there. As Mike Weston just mentioned, our registration opens next Tuesday for residents. So I would expect a pretty large increase for the enrollment of the mud run to kind of bump when that happens, just because some people are going to wait to do it. We also made some changes for the age brackets, and Carolyn had sat down earlier and kind of grabbed a picture of where we're at. So we separated the 6-year-olds from the 4 and 5-year-olds, and it looks like that was a pretty good move to do. At this point, 6-year-olds by themselves have as many registered as the 11 to 15-year-olds. So brainstorming by all of us involved in the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department made that decision, and it definitely looks like that was the right idea, and it's going to benefit the event. Summer staffing, started prepping that. I'm fortunate to have a decent amount of my employees returning from last year, so that definitely makes staffing easier, knowing that you have dependable and reliable people that you can count on. With the holes that I do have from those that aren't returning, I have a handful of applications, and I'm going to be reaching out to them probably in the first week in April, trying to fill the holes that I have. But I do not foresee any future filling the recreation roles that we have and the beach house attendant roles. And then last but not least, Regner Aquatics. So as I'm sure you saw, we made the announcement on Facebook last week that we were going to be open. That was well received. Happy to see the community's excited for the pond being open again this year. In other news with that, on Saturday, I will finish a certification for 2 more lifeguards, which will bring me to 19 that are fully hired. And then the following weekend, the YMCA is hosting another one of the courses that my applicants can go to as well. I have 7 that are signed up for that. So if every one of them decides to show up and they're able to pass, I would be sitting at 26. Wow. So 20 to 25 was kind of my goal when this whole thing started last July or August. So it looks like we're hopefully going to get pretty darn close to there. Yeah, training dates are all established, so all of the lifeguards that, all of the lifeguards that are already on board, they have those training dates. Hopefully they have them marked off in their calendar, good to go, and then just kind of the final details between now and opening day on June 10. So.
Awesome, great job.
Do the lifeguards still train with the fire department?
We do have 3 days because of the fire department's rotation, and when the West Bend School District released, only 2 of them were before school got out, and then the last one is Tuesday the 13th, I believe, of June. But we obviously have them coming in before the pond opens.
Great. Any other? Thank you. Parks Project Manager Rick.
I've got 6 projects that merit an update at this time. The first one is the 2023 tree surety and street tree planting project. It'll get underway here in May. The contractor is hoping to start even prior to May if weather cooperates and local nurseries are able to dig our trees. We're going to be planting 294 trees throughout the city, and I think the overall budget is about $90,000. So Second project associated with the downtown Riverwalk is the covered walkway, the link between Main Street and the Riverwalk. We're going to be implementing a number of improvements. The first one got started today. Higher ground roofing has been hired to replace the roof. With that work completed in the next week or so, then Yankee General Contractors, who's the Riverwalk contractor, can proceed with other improvements to the walkway, including repair of the steel structure, painting of the structure, and lighting improvements. So all of those repairs are expected to extend through the month of June. The next project is the Regner Beach House new parking lot. Engineering department will receive bids tomorrow for that project, and if all goes well, we hope to be under construction very soon with a completion date of June 1st, in time for the opening of the swimming beach on June 10th. The next project is the Camp Lodge at Regner. We have completed process of receiving quotes for improvements and are going to be moving ahead with purchase orders for the following items: replacement of existing doors and windows. We're going to be installing a second exterior door that will improve safety and egress to the building. And finally, installation of a fireplace gas insert. It was determined that this is a better solution than the expensive masonry repairs to the flues that will be required to get it functioning properly as a wood fireplace, not to mention the concerns about the safety of a wood fireplace. So we hope to move forward with those repairs, which will be scheduled between the rental schedule, basically, through the rest of the year. We're also moving forward with the Regner Main Street entry arch. The consultant that we're working with has prepared some design concepts that were met with very positively, and so the next step will be to finalize that design with cost estimates to then present to this body for review and approval. Final item is Lac La Ronde facility improvements. We've been working with their staff to prepare estimates for 2023 budget. Their board has approved two items that I'll be moving forward with. The first one is installation of 2 solar lights in the parking lot to improve illumination at night. And the second one will be replacement of the north entry wood deck with a concrete walkway that will provide us with ADA compliance at that entrance. That's all I have.
Can I ask for the Camp Lodge at Regner? Where did the funds come for that?
I believe
Go ahead.
we have $30,000 budgeted, I
Okay.
believe, out of operations funds.
Okay.
Capital budget,
Okay,
borrow funds.
okay, good. Any other? Okay, thank you so much, Rick. Parks and Forestry Superintendent Dan.
Hate it. So, all right, we've been pretty busy, and as you can tell, Rick's finding lots of projects for the department to take on, so we will be having a very busy summer. We just completed winter pruning. We finished in District 2 and 4, and I did some totaling, and it came up to about 1,810 trees that the guys trimmed this winter.
Cool.
So, making some headway. Last month, there was some talk in my briefing, or whatever you want to call it. We offered our job, our opening. We filled it. We're going to offer it. I did offer it to a young woman. Her name's Monica Kusik. we're just waiting on some pre-employment drug testing and background check and stuff like that. We're hoping to get her in April 3rd that week, so then we'll hopefully be at full staff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. With the district pruning being done, we've kind of went back to doing more road right-of-way stuff. We had some complaints last fall about River Drive up in Barton. A lot of dead trees and brush coming out onto the road, right below the new Barton Elementary condos and apartments down there. So we went over there this week, we finished up. Last week we did most of it, and we pushed that hole back into the river. So we got some more work over there. It was a little muddy and kind of slippery, so we said let's push it off until fall to finish it up. But right now we pushed it back about 4 or 5 feet. So weather keeps going the way it is. We're hoping to drain the pond hopefully next week, and then we can get in there. Mike and myself have talked with Yankee downtown Riverwalk Construction, and they're willing to come over for a day and dredge out our diving hole.
Oh.
So since they're on site, they don't have to remobilize, so it'll hopefully be a lot cheaper. And we can get that dredged out, haul that off, start filling, and start getting ready for June 10th. So
Yeah.
Monday, we're gonna start setting up Carl Cuss, getting the net set up, getting the mound back on. Depends on if we get this 5 to 8 inches of snow on Saturday. But their first game is next Friday,
Oh, geez.
so we're kind of pushing it. Couple other things coming up. We're gonna start switching our equipment over, start going into summer mode with lawnmowers and everything like that. Plus, we have a extremely amount of removals to do for engineering this spring. So we gotta take down all the trees downtown. We're gonna start that on Tuesday morning, everything on the for the Main Street construction. We got about 25 trees on Laurel Drive South to cut down, because they're gonna be doing that project. Pennsylvania Avenue's getting done. So we're busy, we got plenty of work. That's about it.
Well, you guys do a great job, so we're very fortunate.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Director Mike Yentz.
Thank you. Last month, we reviewed our annual, basically our fundraising list and some of the different organizations we work with. Rick had kind of mentioned 2 of the projects already this evening out at Lac Loran. The Lac Loran board has been very busy laying out priorities and approving different projects. A lot of these projects coincide with the MOU that we have with their group out there. Some of these projects are maintenance items, and some of them are new improvement items. I just wanted to run through a couple of them quickly. Rick had mentioned the new concrete ramp and the solar lights. The LLC Friends Board is also updating their website for $4,000. They're also investing $6,850 to update the AV system in the Marin Center. So the AV system's used by all of our renters, things of that nature. That system's 10 years old, needs an update. They are also looking at spending $2,700 on a PV solar monitoring software system out there. So they put this in, they can monitor generation, the amount of electricity they're generating out the solar panels, and then also usage. And then they want to make sure what we're getting back from We Energies is accurate. They are also looking at updating the 4 pedestrian doors on the barn. That's a $5,000 price tag. And this commission approved and the common council approved $11,000 several months ago for the new pier for out at the Conservancy. That is coming in next week. So we have basically 7 new items or 7 new projects out at the Conservancy this year for almost $62,000 in donations. So again, just a group of, that's a group we've been working with for decades, way before my time. Just really dedicated to that property. They work hard for the money they have with the plant sale. The weddings and the rentals that we have out there are important. So the weddings are huge. We're down to 1 wedding this year. I think we have 2 for next year already, Carolyn, on schedule. So with the update in their website, we want to make sure that's updated and we can do some more marketing and things like that for that wedding package out there. So again, huge kudos out to the LLC Friends Group for all that work that they do out there. And that's what I got, Mike.
Excellent. Any more discussion? Anything else for the good of the Park and Rec Commission tonight? Meeting adjourned.